Hello and welcome to Chaos Daily episode 18. 18 already, wow. We're gonna play some video games today because it's like the weekend. It's technically the night before Saturday, but I'm recording it now because I think I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, so I won't really have time to sit at my computer. My office is still a mess, so I need to finish rearranging all the stuff in my office, and so I'm doing this early so that I can record it and edit it and have it ready to go tomorrow rather than recording and editing tomorrow, which I think is a good idea. It's sensible. But something occurred to me as I was about to start up this new base. Because we're going to do these gaming things on the weekends, this is a great way for me to acknowledge my Patreons that I have. And we can see here, my first and only Patreon is my mum. Yeah, my mum is one of my patrons. It's awesome, right? I know, it's just the coolest. It's so cool. But when I do get more patrons, I can add them to this space, and I will try and keep this colony as like an ongoing thing, like a wall of fame, so to speak. So all my patrons become part of my Oxygen Not Included base. So if we're going to do that, we need to give this place a proper name. So let's call this the Chaos Wall of Fame. How original. Just like that. And I can rename these guys in-game, I'm pretty sure. So, and when we get new colonists in, I can name them. So when I get a new colonist that sort of looks like my other supporter, she's not a patron, but I love her dearly. She's my girlfriend, so she got me the microphone. It's this awesome microphone that has improved the quality of my videos so much. Oh, it's awesome. So we'll go with that. I like these guys. We've got some ugly cries and a vomiter. Ooh, irritable bowel. Oh, okay, so they just take longer in the bathroom. That's not too bad. We've got a diver's lungs, quick learner, and an early bird. So these are some good colonists. So we'll start with these guys. Straight off the bat, we pause so we can look where the hell... Oh, wow, okay. That's really interesting. Water here, some water here, some more up here. Lots of oxygen. I'm not seeing too much carbon dioxide areas. There's some here. Lots down here. Oh, is that a steam geyser? Oh my god, yes. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am to see that. The last colony that I had was barely making it by. I had explored so much of the map and I still hadn't found a goddamn steam geyser, and water was a scarce commodity. I think we had a total of 20 dead colonists after like 170 cycles. And I never went above 10 colonists. Like, I kept it at a max of 10 colonists in the base, and yeah, 170 cycles later and we've gone through 20 of them. We just had to keep replacing them. It was crazy. So I'm so happy to see this already straight off the bat. That is going to be so helpful. So I think this water needs to go, and we need to do something else with it, like move it maybe. I never know how to start these off, so I'm going to skip ahead a bit and come back when we have something established, so you're not sitting here watching all the boring stuff. One day later. Wow, that's quite a lot done for the first day. Got the base planned out, got our water source, wash basin, the outhouses, storage, beds, all on the first day. That was just probably one of the most successful starts I've had yet. I'm happy with the progress. Alright, and we shall go till the next end of the cycle and see where we're at. We've got quite a bit done. Finished off the lavatories, and we got power and oxygen production going, as well as food production and science. And with the next cycle, we're going to get this finished, and I want to try and get a water tank built up in here for my fresh water. And then we'll start working on doing science and job prioritization, making sure certain people are only doing certain stuff. At the beginning of the game, you just want them doing all digging, all building. But I think from this point on, I will give them a break and just have them specialize so that we can start getting their skill levels up. Alright, see you at the end of the next cycle. Oh yeah, time for a new duplicant. Who we got? And we have a vomiter. Doesn't build, very good at digging, does a good load of construction, good immunity, good with medicine. I think this is our winner. These other two, not so much. You're a quick learner and amphibious. Not that useful, because as soon as they go into water, they get wet feet or soaked debuff. which stresses them out. So you want to avoid your duplicants going into water as much as possible, which means it's not really the best of pro quirks to have. Germ resistant, but you're destructive. And if there's one thing I know about destructive duplicants is that they are the plague. You do not ever have destructive duplicants, because everything just spirals out of control from that point on. So, you, my friend, are going to be our Mr. Diggy Dig. Welcome to the team. And we will leave it at 4 duplicants for the longest time, I think. I think we will stay with 4 duplicants until like 100 cycles, maybe. We'll see how we go. It's one of the things I've learned about this game is taking it slow is usually the best approach, but you got to be quick. It's really confusing. You got to be quick about what you get built, and you have to prioritize, and you're very short on time, but you have to plan for the long term with your resources, including how many duplicants you bring in. So it's this balancing act of trying to get as much done as possible with as few resources as possible. So we're going to set this guy's jobs up. You are going to do only one thing and one thing only. Dig, harvest, mop, disinfect. You're really good with combat. You don't need to do aid. Massage is on for everyone. Yeah, I don't even want you doing sweeping or delivering or anything. That's all you do is dig. And now that we've got a digger, I can take Mum off of digging, and she can focus on doing the research, so she can get those skill points up. And might as well take you off of compost, this stuff. I've got her doing power just because it's convenient. Like, she runs on the wheel, charges the batteries. As soon as the batteries are charged, she runs to do the research and does research till the batteries are empty and then goes back to running. So it's a nice little dichotomy there. These are off. These are like emergency things. I just keep them on for most people until I get like 10 duplicants. But since we're only going to have 4 duplicants, we'll leave these on for everyone. And you don't need to do sweeping, building, or harvesting. Which means this one and this one are going to be my gophers. They're going to do everything else. So I will turn them off of the things that are currently taken by these two, Mum and our diggy friend. So Abe, I'll leave them on digging for now because like you do so much digging. And mopping, and that's fine. Repair, maintenance, fine. Power, that's all off. Hydrofan off on default for everybody. I will never use a hydrofan. I don't even know why this is a thing. And compost. Yes, you two do compost. Everybody does massages. And you are a cook. Probably a good idea to take you off of compost. I don't want you giving everyone food poisoning. Yeah. So I'm sorry, Banhee. You're doing all the shit stirring, because that's all composting is, stirring up shit. Congratulations, thank you for volunteering. And away we go. And there we go, end of cycle 3. I didn't really get that tank done, but we did get our extra duplicant and fair bit of digging. And because now we're specialized in job roles, digging is going to happen a lot slower. So I think the next update will be when this tank is done. And we've got some research done, so we can start building some other stuff. And I think for now, we shall sustain ourselves with just this till like cycle 10. Let's say cycle 10. We'll be back at cycle 10. Yeah, that sounds fair. Alright, see you at cycle 10. Oh my god, look at this idiot. What a nutcase. Just went and dug himself onto a floating island. Yeah, he came across here and he decided it was a good idea to dig the tile here first, then jump onto the next tile while he was like, he dug up this tile, then he started digging this tile, and then he jumped onto this tile when he finished digging it, and then jumped across before it disappeared and got himself stuck and just dug this tile out. These duplicants, I tell you, you gotta watch them like a hawk, because they will stupid themselves into an early grave. This game is hard. I love it. This is a hard game. Base management sim for the win. So, I don't know how many people know this, but you can disable the portal. You know how, like, when it gets to the point when you can get a new duplicant, but you don't want a new duplicant, and you don't feel like going into the menu and then rejecting all? You just click on it, disable the building, and just re-enable it when you're ready to start taking duplicants again. Like, it's amazing. I have not seen a YouTuber disable this building yet. I don't even know if anyone knows you can disable it, because, like, when it's sitting there with the portal waiting for you to choose a duplicant, it's making that horrible high-pitched whining noise the whole time. Just turn the damn thing off. That's a pro tip for you. Alright, back to it. Alright, cycle 10. We've got the water tank done. We've got individual bedrooms going in. We've got our hydrogen production going in, so we can start generating power. And yeah, so I'm going to go for another 10 cycles, and I'll time-lapse it this time because I think there's more interesting stuff happening now that there's more going on, and we can see how things go. So engage the time-lapse.
Oh wow, we blew right through the night. We didn't pause in time, but I just caught it. It's the morning of the 21st cycle, and oh my god, we have artwork. Places down to look like a gallery. This is kinda working. Need to make some adjustments. Need to go back and look at Brothgar's design for it. But I think they've changed some things, so his old design doesn't quite work the same anymore. I don't know. And I think I need to shut this off now so it doesn't overfill. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. I am going to get back onto the project tomorrow because Neil at TFI CAD Tips has issued a challenge. I don't know if you've seen it, but he's doing a new series called Render Wars. So he suggested that I submit the tricopter design and do some renders of it and submit that for the competition. So that's what I'm going to do, and I've got a lot of work ahead of me to get it to a point where it will be ready for proper renders. But that should be good. Get some recognition, get some people out there seeing my work, you know, grow the channel a bit, which is what we want. Let's just chuck these down. They're gonna get their own little individual kitchen dining room type things, I think. That'd be cool. So yeah, that's it for today. And as always, expect the unexpected. I'll see you guys later.